Hi, welcome to Mathematics for Applied Physics. So today we are going to see the basics of the mathematics which are required for our physics classes. So we will start with our trigonometry. So in the trigonometry, so first we have to draw the triangle. Then once we draw the triangle, then we have to give the vertices names A, B, C. This is the hypotenuse. This is the base. This will be the perpendicular. Now, with angle, typically we will consider here. It's a theta. Now, the angles will be defined like this. Sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is AB by hypotenuse is, whereas cos theta we will define as cos theta equal to adjoint side by hypotenuse. Then tan theta equal to, typically we will write sin theta by cos theta, and another way it can be written as opposite side by adjoint side. This will give the basic quantities which mostly we will use in physics, trigonometric quantities. When come to the range of these quantities, the value always lies between, sin theta value lies between -1 to 1. That's -1 is the minimum value, 1 is the maximum. For the cos theta also the same thing. Both have the same range. When come to tan theta, it has a little extra range. Its value may vary from minus infinity to plus infinity. Right, these are the basic things. First we have to see. And the second one is basic identities. So in these basic identities, we may have different identities, but we will mainly focus on these two. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Second one is 1 plus tan square theta equal to secant square theta. So from here, that 1 plus tan square theta we can write as simply cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. And if we want to calculate cos theta, we can write simply it's a under root 1 minus sin square theta. On the same thing, it can be applicable for this one also. 1 plus tan square theta, we can write tan square theta equal to secant square theta minus 1. Right. Then when come to the next third one, there we required the basic formulas sin A plus B, that is sin A cos B plus cos A sin. Then sin A minus. So that is sin A cos B minus cos A sin. Now, if we write for the cos A plus or minus, directly we can write a single formula. In case of cos, it is a cos A cos B. For the plus, here it comes minus. Minus it will come plus sin A sin B. In the same, if we replace A with B with A, we will get sin 2A. That is 2 sin A cos A. Then if we write, we are saying for cos 2A equal to cos square A minus sin square A. So by using the identities, we can convert whether completely into sin square theta or completely into cos square theta. Right. So next one is whenever we are measuring the angles, we always require to understand this basic. So there will be a quadrant, 4 quadrants will be there, and each time we have to write is a x, y. When come to the angles, this is 0, 4, pi, 2 pi, simply. This is the starting point. So whenever we are measuring the angles this side, anti-clockwise, we will measure as positive. Whenever we are measuring in a negative side, means it's in the clockwise direction, angle will be represented with minus theta. Now, it's a 0, it is pi by 2, this is pi, then this one is 3 pi by 2. So based on that, we can calculate sine 180, sine 370, like that the different angles we can calculate. In this process, we have to know another point as well. This first quadrant, whatever this is the first quadrant, in this first quadrant, all are positive. So what are all are positive means? Whether the angle is theta or theta minus pi by 2, or theta minus pi by 2, it's at pi by 2 minus theta. So this thing will come into first quadrant. So when come to the second quadrant, the sine theta and cosecant theta are positive. These two are positive. So in this quadrant, this is called second quadrant. The angles will be pi by 2 plus theta or pi minus theta. Pi minus theta means this is the reference we are taking and subtracting some angle. Pi by 2 is this one we are adding. So in the second quadrant, sine and cosecant theta are positive. When come to the third quadrant, in the third quadrant, the angle will be typically pi plus theta or 3 pi by 2 minus theta. These two will come into this picture. Here, tan theta, cot theta. These two are positive. When come to the fourth quadrant, in this fourth quadrant, cos theta and secant theta. These two are positive. And whenever we are saying fourth quadrant, the typically angles will be like this. They will be 3 pi by 2 plus theta or 2 pi minus theta. So 2 pi minus theta or minus theta also coming to this region. So in this way, we can get these values. So in order to remember, mostly people use all silver teacups. It is single line. So all they will write the here silver teacups. So the first letters we will consider from this three, and that corresponding we can remember this one. So we will go for the next one, reduction formulas. In the most of the cases, we will use these formulas for trigonometric functions. So what is this reduction formula? Reduction formula is very simple. That it is simply based on our table only. So 2n pi plus theta equal to sine theta. 2n pi is there. We are rotating completely. Means again we are back to the first quadrant. So when we back to the first quadrant, all the angles are positive. That's why it gives the positive values. And 2n pi plus theta equal to tan theta. Another set is there. If it is 90 minus theta, this is the set A. If we have set B, it is 90 minus theta. Sine 90 minus theta equal to first quadrant, it will come cos theta, cos 90 minus theta. Then sine theta and 90 minus theta. This is 40. So if we take 90 plus theta, for whenever we take 90 plus theta, this one, it will get negative and this one also will get negative. Next one is sine 180 minus theta. So whenever we write 180 minus theta, it is a sine theta. If we write 180 plus theta, this will be minus sine. So like this, we can write for 180 plus minus and all other things. We can get any standard textbook. So you can check yourself. Then if sine of minus theta will be minus sine theta and cos of minus theta equal to cos theta. Then if we take tan of minus theta equal to minus tan theta. This information based, generally we will define a functions, even function and odd function. Say f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, then the function is known as odd function. In our present case, sine and tan theta, both are odd functions. If f of minus x is equal to f of x, then that function is known as even function. So our cos theta is the even function. Next one, we will go for the angles. Basically, whenever we are doing the calculations, in that process, we require the angle 0, 40, 45, 60, 90. So we write sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. Sine theta, it's in 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. If we know this single line, we can get remaining all. So just write the reverse. The reverse will give 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. Then tan theta is nothing but sine theta by cos theta. So it will be 0, 1 by root 3, 1 root 3. So it's not defined, infinite. So we can get all the values for this. Now, writing of the trigonometric values is over. Now, drawing the graphs play the key role. So, whenever we want to draw the graph for sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, these are very, very important for us in many cases in order to understand the waves and oscillations or wave optics. All cases we use sine and cos terms. So we have to know about this drawing of the graphs. So if we take a one axis and this is another axis. So if we want to draw y is equal to sine x. So we know already the maximum range of sine is +1 to -1. So our graph should lies in between them. And we know sine theta, sine 0 is 0. So the starting point should be here. And it has maximum value at 90 degrees. So if we take 90, 180, 270, 360, like that. So we have to draw this maximum value at near 1. Then its minimum value should be around 180. At 180, it should be minimum. Then it reach maximum value and come to minimum value. So we have to draw the curve little small. This is 90 degrees. This is 180 degrees. Then this is 270 degrees and 360 degrees. So very simple to identify. If G curve is starting from the origin, then that is a sine. And when come to the cos graph, that also looks same, but the only difference is it will start from maximum value. As we look here, this is x, this is y, x, y. Then this is the 1, this is the -1. So it has to start from highest value and minimum value will be at the 90 degrees. Whereas maximum value for sine will be the minimum value for cos. So we have to draw the graph by keeping those things in mind. Right. So whenever we draw, this is a 90 degrees and this will be the 270. This is y is equal to cos x graph. So these two graphs are very important and even tan theta is also required for us whenever we are solving the problems, especially in case of our single slit and single slit diffraction and double slit diffraction. So we will try to draw that one as well. So when come to the tan theta graph, so what we are trying to do is we are trying to draw the tan theta graph. So in this tan theta graph, so this is x and y. What we are drawing is we are trying to draw y is equal to tan theta, tan x. This is 0. Now we require the lines which will show with the different color. So we will draw directly these lines on both sides. I am drawing roughly, but you have to take care, especially in exams, whenever you are drawing, that should be equally distinct in order to show the angles, right? So next one is this value 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi, it's at 3 pi. Then this is pi, this is 2 pi. So in the middle, these lines has to cross. So the value will be maximum at pi by 2. It has to cross pi. And it will go to maximum at this point. Now, another value, we will start at this middle value and the graph will move like this, maximum value at pi by. So this graph for tan theta will be shown like this. So the tan theta graph, here only we have to draw. So the graph of tan theta will be like this. Then we have some key points we have to take note regarding whenever we are using them in physics. Let's say approximation. If theta is small, then sine theta is approximated as theta. Second one, if sine theta equal to 0, the solution can be written as theta is equal to plus or minus cn pi, where n runs from 0, 1, 3, like. Then typically we have, in order to get the maximum or minimum value of the function, what we will do is we will differentiate the function with respect to x and equate to 0. In order to get the maximum and minimum value of the function, we will do like. Then somewhere we will use differentiation of sine x as cos x, and differentiation of the cos x is sine x. So in the next part, we will see some more things. If you think anything is missing from trigonometry, you are always welcome to comment in the comment section. And thank you for watching. See you again. Bye.